What you should know about AI from Microsoft in the tech sector. Artificial intelligence has emerged as a significant game changer. Every major Silicon Valley business, including Google, Apple, Amazon, and Meta, is rushing to create their own groundbreaking AI models, and Microsoft doesn't want to be left behind. Indeed, the tech behemoth just unveiled an amazing AI system that was developed using fake data. That's actually a novel one. Considering that human knowledge is used to educate the majority of AI systems, what characteristics does Microsoft's novel artificial intelligence system have, and how does it vary from previous AI systems, such as Lambda and GPT-3? Let's investigate. The sound was closer to magic. However, as the years passed quickly, we started to realize how beneficial this wonderful technology was to both our individual lives and the globe at large. Google's Lambda system taught us directly that AI models are capable of having intelligent discussions with people. Similar to this, neutral AI networks like Deep AI and DALL-E haven't stopped astounding us with their capacity to generate beautiful images from written descriptions. At times, it can be nearly unbelievably difficult to accept that these AI models were trained exclusively on massive amounts of human data. Microsoft is already pushing the envelope by doing something that has never been done before in the history of AI development, and we haven't even fully examined all of their features. But what could that be? As we mentioned earlier, AI systems are trained using human-sourced data. But rather than use this method, the Silicon Valley giant has chosen to train its AI using large streams of simulated data. This is an ambitious move. It's quite different from the approach of Google and other companies that dominate the AI market, but sometimes innovation is created by going against the norm. So you've got to give the new Microsoft AI a fair chance of convincing us that it's better than the conventional AI systems. The idea behind the new Microsoft AI is to learn about humans from virtual elements. More like studying the behavior of real humans by assessing the conduct of robots. But how is that possible? We live in a world that drifts very quickly from reality to make believe. With platforms like Meta and Goldcast, you're literally seconds away from embattling reality and entering the uncharted territory of simulated words. And within these highly digitized environments are virtual humans who represent us and live in the same way we do in real life. Now this is where things become complicated. Scientists behind this new Microsoft model thought to themselves that since all this massive virtual data already exists, why not use it to teach and train AI systems on how to do useful things? Well, it sounds really cool, but there were several hurdles that needed to be crossed. Unfazed by the potential drawbacks, Microsoft scientists pressed on with their daring ambition, and eventually they realized the idea of training AI models with synthetic data wasn't so silly after all, especially because this technique gives them the luxury of working with a limitless database, meaning scientists will be able to generate as many virtual humans as they want. With this model, every single ounce of data will be well documented, from the height of the virtual humans to their eyebrows and everything else in between, including delicate and tiny body features like hair strands. Another benefit of this AI training method is that it will not be limited by things like wardrobe or the environment. You can choose to play around with the features and designs. Basically, do whatever you wish. Isn't that just incredible? Of course it is, at least from an aesthetic point of view. But as you know, the scientific world is heavily based on facts and results. So there were questions around how this AI system would work, mainly because it wasn't trained in the same way as other conventional AI systems. To answer these questions, let's talk about some key features of this AI model so that you'll see for yourself just how powerful and sophisticated it is. Perhaps the most amazing thing about this model is that it can recognize and display the facial landmarks of real people, despite the fact that it wasn't trained with data sourced from humans. If you think that's cool, wait till you see the modified version discussed in a newly released scientific paper. Microsoft says this latest model will be able to showcase 10 times more landmarks than its previous AI system. It's unimaginable to think that an AI model would suddenly become 10 times better just by releasing a new scientific paper. But that's what Microsoft claims, and from the comparisons we've seen, their claims are absolutely right. Just take a look at the display from the AI model 2 years ago. You can see clearly that the footage shown by the system on the left is quite different from the original footage of the real human on the right. The inconsistency of the system are quite obvious, and you can see that the AI model is struggling to represent the facial expressions made by the human. But just 2 years down the line, the improvements are absolutely out of this world. And it's just not the tracks or landmarks. The upgrades can be assessed by the consistency of results as well. In that sense, the new Microsoft AI model solves a complicated problem. But more interestingly, it does it better than the previous technique. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. This fascinating AI model is able to work its magic, even if there's a veil or obstruction in the original footage. This means the AI model will display the footage without any problems, even if your face is covered by hair, clothes, flowers, or any other elements. Also, the Microsoft AI model has 68 sparse facial landmarks, while the new model has a total of 703 facial landmarks. That explains why its performances are super impressive. One thing we must mention is the new Microsoft AI displays its level of confidence using colors. For example, the accuracy of its predictions is represented by two colors, green and red. When the accuracy of the prediction is high, the AI shows green. On the other hand, when you see red, it means the prediction accuracy is low, and the AI has to do a lot more guesswork because of the obstructions. Another feature we admire about this AI model is that it's trained with synthetic or simulated data. That's the backbone of its success. Actually, the new Microsoft model has shown us that an artificial intelligence system trained using virtual data can be used in the real world to deliver even better results than the conventional AI systems without any problems at all. But surely it should have some limitations. Well, even the best technological systems have their drawback, and the new Microsoft AI isn't different. Critics have been keen to find out how long we need to wait for the system to deliver the results. In the previous model, there was a brilliant technique for tracking movement. You can see it in action here, tracking hand movements. The thing you see on your screen is not gloves per se. It's just a way for the system to understand the hand motions and, as much as possible, reconstruct them in a realistic way. This technique is frequently applied in many virtual settings. There is a big drawback to it though. It would typically take 7 minutes, and maybe almost an hour, for operators to receive their reconstruction. Fortunately though, this issue is not present in the new Microsoft AI model. It can produce up to 150 frames per second, enabling real-time results delivery. The Microsoft new AI model operates on your processor. Thus, unlike prior AI models, it doesn't even need your graphics card to work. Apple's R Kit, on the other hand, requires more detailed information because it works on iPhones. The ability of this AI to verify the legitimacy of deepfake films is another advantage, as it could contribute to a decrease in the incidence of cybercrime in our community. With all of the advantages that the new Microsoft AI model offers, one could question if it will serve as a model for other AI models in the future. That's a very real possibility though. But for now, we'll enjoy its company and the amazing perks it offers us. It's your turn now. Does the new Microsoft AI model excite you? And what would you use it for if you had unlimited access to it? Be sure to check out this video over here. Take care.